baby. Come on, let's go.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's 2nd down. Okay, there's a tone setter. First play from scrimmage, stuff them in the backfield.
You know what they were doing last night in the hotel room? Visualizing exactly that. That's what they were thinking about. Making that play, having leverage, lower than the offensive lineman, getting into the offensive backfield, knocking someone down. Just what you said, setting the tone early for this game.
Jeez, you are fired up.
When I see a play like that, I can't help it.
And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped. But I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
Now Breeze throwing on 2nd down. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely, frees up your guys elsewhere. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Breeze now to throw. Time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Credit the sack to Vita Vea.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Chargers will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10.
Ready? 53's mine. Check. 53's mine. That QB's trash. Let's go.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season opener moment, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a long night.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They go play action with Haskins. On the catch, it's Crowder. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Jamison Crowder, 43 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. The extra point up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
You're good, you're good. 5-4, ready. 5-8. Bravo. Ready, take.
Throwing on 2nd down. Breeze. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Carl Nassib leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6.
Ready.
An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on third down.
Check. 57's the mark. I'm coming. 57's the mark.
From the gun, it's Breeze. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's fourth down.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on third down conversions to start this, though. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road, so getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. That'd be ideal. Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They'll go option. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now here's a throw that's taken in by the tight end Cook. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
Looking to throw, Haskins. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Deebo Samuel, 51 yards. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Extra point up and through. And it's now 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And they're going to stop him short of the 20 with a penalty flag down. And what's the call here? Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down. The sack coming from big Dalvin Tomlinson. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Now Breeze on 3rd down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Reuben Foster picks it. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake, but I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. He was looking for Jamison Crowder there, but it'll be 2nd down.
Well, you've got a receiver here who's got 1 touchdown already in this first quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there, wanting to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage to make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Check, 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 check.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Haskins. This will be caught by Brown. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. 3rd down. Here's Haskins. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
Trying to punch it in with Howard. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Charger football to start quarter number 2. As they come up now, 2nd and goal. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Switch, switch, switch.
They'll try again with Howard. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. A 3-yard touchdown run. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Point after, up and good. And it's now 21-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Going for the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. The intended target, T.J. Hawkinson, and it's 3rd down.
And 10 yards to go. Ready. Yellow lady. 57 to Mike. We go 21, 21. 27.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And that's complete to Adams. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Give him 17 and a Cincinnati 1st down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Breeze again. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a 1st down. A pair of 1st downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44.
Break it down, fellas. Break it down. 57 to Mike. 57.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some. Sammy, Sammy. 56 to Mike. 56. Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot. Check pass. 56. Mike, 56.
Shotgun now for Breeze. Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. And he will score. Touchdown, L.A. That pick six extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the third quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go, boys.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. You've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it. Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They only get two there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Let's go, let's go.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. All day, baby. All day.
On 3rd down, Dobbs going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Juju Smith-Schuster, 65 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. No problem there on the extra point, and it's now a 28-7 ball game. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
To throw again on 2nd down. Haskins buying, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Justin Houston making his presence felt there in the backfield.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget.
Defense wins championships, baby.
Now Haskins, 3rd and long. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Carl Nassib able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now, following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. On the delay, Jones. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Set, hut, 56. Watch the slant. Echo. 56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. Don't get nervous. Watch twist. Watch twist. Hut, go.
From the shotgun, here's Dobbs. Complete to Jones. And he'll take this to the 47, but no further, as they get him down well short of the line to gain. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Matt. And look at this, it's a fake. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool them. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position.
Here we go. Hey, hold on. What we got?
They'll start by running the option to the right. On 1st down, they run with Howard. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a 1st down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
He's got his tight end complete. It's Green. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. On play action, Haskins. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Jared Cook, as the first half is winding down. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Extra point safely through. And a rout is on here in this first half. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The Bengals drive about to get going. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide...
Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Gary and Conley. The Charger drive about to get going. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. The Charger drive about to get going. They'll begin the drive with Howard. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. And that is not going to get it done either. Once again, he's stopped behind the line by this Bengals D. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. This time, Haskins will look to throw. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes.
To me, the defense was looking a little gassed near the end of the first half, but they come out of the locker room with a little extra spring in their step. Wonder what they did at halftime to get them so motivated.
I don't know, but that sack looked good. Now let's see if they can build on the momentum of that play. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And the Bengals will have a... First and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It's a gain of 34.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. The DN, Jonathan Allen, making sure his presence is felt. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
52, 52. You. Hey, break it down, fellas, break it down. Alert 3.
To throw, it's Breeze. And the pressure gets to him again. Mike Pennell. He's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Target. 57's Mike. Mike 57.
Now Breeze. He's going to look deep down the field. And this will be caught at the 30. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Might want to remember that third down play, 37 yards. Now a draw play. This is Jones. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. A loss of 2 there, second down. Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
On second and 12, Breeze looking left side. He's got it complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 13-yard line. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's second and 12. Now Breeze. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Carl Nassib getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. To throw is Breeze. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Sean Davis with a pick.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. He's going to air one out. And that's caught inside the 35. A big play there for L.A. 54 yards. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. On the toss play, Howard. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or 2. On second and 11 now. Haskins. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go. Set. 10 Lobo. Number 53. Mike 53. On deck. Go.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
On the ready. Pilot 64, weak. He wasn't ready. Shoot.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. He'll get 5 out of the keeper, but now it's 3rd down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments and doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on 3rd down.
No. Off. Hey, Leo. 3. Tight dog. Ready.
Running with Howard. There's a nice move. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said. And now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football.
Get ready.
3
The Bengals drive about to get going. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offense.
And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Jonathan Allen picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Here's Breeze to throw. And they're going to sack him yet again. The pass rush has been relentless. This time, it yields a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
They go with Howard to begin the drive. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
They go with Howard again. Room here to run. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. And they will finally get to him down at the Bengals' 24. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. The Pro Bowl corner, Jason Verrett on the tackle. This is where, 4th quarter, you got the lead, you give it to the big guy. Defensively kind of sucks the will out of them, doesn't it? Because they don't want to tackle him right now this late in the game.
Well, you say that with accusatory tones. I mean, but you're exactly right. I know it's not something we actually want to talk about, but as a defender, 4 quarters worth of trying to bring people down, 4 quarters worth of pounding, and now late in the game, here comes that big guy coming at you, and a lot of guys are wondering where they want to come up and make that tackle at this stage of the game.
He's checking, he's checking, he's checking.
They'll try to run for it with Howard. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. 4th down now after a loss of 2. And this one is right through. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. On 2nd down, it's Jones. And can you believe it? It's a 2nd safety in this ball game. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. Only trying to pitch it, and the ball's loose.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, But he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
Again, it's Howard. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. On is the Chargers punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Bengals will take over here, 1st and 10. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. The Bengals drive about to get going. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Mike 56, Mike 56.
To throw again on second down. Breeze. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
They fake the give. Here's Breeze. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. So Breeze is going to stay out there, and they're going to go for this on fourth down.
We got to step it up. 53. 57. Easy.
They'll go for it. It's Breeze. Eluding the pressure right. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
5-9. 21. Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57.
From the gun, it's Breeze. He's going to let it fly. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
12. Hey, zoom. Hey, I'm coming after you.
Breeze now to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. Again, he was looking for Devontae Adams, and it's third down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. One final try here for Breeze. And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down. So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for our visitors, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener. And they'll get another road date next week. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver. I'm a believer. Someone better kick my fever. Tell me it's 100 degrees underneath my whole flesh. Everyone tells me it's a bit of a mess. Someone tell the wrist I was never at the end. I would never get this off my chest. Oh, I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings, I would never underestimate. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Take your eyes off me, don't want to see me when I'm gone. Moral of the story was you're wrong. Everything I gave and everything I lost. Good things come at a cost. I left it on your head, and when you ever overstated, your thoughts are never everything you wanted when you want. I'ma take it in the head with the signs of the distort. I'ma leave it on the side. You on the Christ when the breath on the set. Let me speak on behalf of the dead. I'ma leave, I'ma speak. I'm sick in the head. Come on, come on. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Tell the wrist I was never at the end. I would never get this off my chest. Oh, I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings, I would never underestimate. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off.
Blow your mind.
Why you do that like that? Like that? It's a lot of money. Why are you mad like that? Like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bag. You ain't getting too bad, my bad. Yeah. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Ay. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Ay. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. Ay. I cop a car, I run it back. Go your then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. Hello? That's the check calling. Let me click over real quick to let my check talk it. I eat it. Ooh, Pac-Man, that's the way my neck talking. Right? I ain't never coming back. The way the stress. You don't make no clap back when you backpack, my bad. But I'm past that with a NASDAQ. That's cash when the money fall. I'ma slap that. Clap when the money go. You don't slap. That's facts. If the money low, I'ma grab round man. When it come back, I'ma give back my bad. When the check hit, the direct hit. I'm glad when the check missed the direct hit. I'm sad like who's that knocking at my window? My window. They say that it's the money. I'm like tenfold. Over and out. That's gon' make you up like a limbo. She said she not a. She an. Why you do that like that? Like that? It's a lot of money. Why are you mad like that? Like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't getting too bad, my bad. Yeah. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Ay. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Ay. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. Ay. I cop a car, I run it back. Go your then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back.
Yeah. When up it's magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Feel like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you. Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage.